The thing that I'm curious about, actually,
Yes.
because obviously Tim and Eric are working title.
Yes.
What's your relationship when you're doing these films between you as a producer and them as producers?
Well, I've got a very long relationship with Working Title because I used to run a PR firm and represented them for a long time, and so we have I take some projects, then they take some to me. I mean, ultimately they're the lead producers and they have this massive infrastructure and enormous experience in the industry, but they need somebody to physically take the films forward. So I guess it's a partnership of it's a junior partnership, I would say, but it's a place where they're looking for somebody who can make the film a reality, who can work with the director and push the project forward, while they provide background and support and experience and oversee the entire property.
So in practical terms, you're the guy on the phone kicking ass, and they're the guys.
I'm the guy on the set. They're the guys on the phone. But look, you know what? Tim is somebody who's, they're the people who've made the most successful British comedies and romantic comedies of all time. So it was kind of a joy to work with them because they really know what they're doing.
And I mean, this was just talking to Dan, this being his first film, working with Rafe, who is a fairly unknown quantity in Hollywood.
Yeah. It's interesting, isn't it, that you say he's a fairly unknown quantity, but in the space of 12 months he's been in Prometheus, he's been in Life of Pi, he's won the major theatre awards in this country, he's just been cast in, so there's a sense where it's a heat business, and there was a kind of growing heat around Rafe, but most important, finding a leading man who is funny is much tougher than you would imagine, and so in a way Rafe found us. I mean, there was that moment where this film needed to have somebody who could carry a traditional leading man role. It needed somebody who was handsome, who was able to basically be, someone we could put on an enormous screen and women would swoon. He still needed to be funny. He still needed to be able to carry the jokes and understand the humour beats, and certainly keep up with someone like Dan and Dan's writing. So, look, we were fortunate. They don't come along that often, and it's a very, very small pool.
So it wasn't a case. I mean, you must have still had a degree of fear, though. I mean, genuine.
Look, you have fear on every movie, so I don't think the fear was specific there. But look, like you say, when you're trying to get people to move through and you're trying to kind of establish and create new stars, you have to bet on your instincts. I cast a girl called Jessica Chastain in The Debt when she hadn't been in a movie at all. So, I'm not suggesting that I'm a genius piece of casting, but you go, that's the one, and you feel it. So I'm very confident on Rafe. I think he's brilliant in the film, and I think it is that balancing of kind of leading man looks and kind of acting ability with humour that I think will carry him a long way.
Okay, thank you very much.